Hey, what's up guys? John with RussellMarineProducts.com, and today we're going to talk to you about our mobile forward-facing sonar setup. Whether you're running Lowrance, Humminbird, or Garmin, this is something that you can do. We're using it to go from boat to boat, doing a little bit of dock fishing with it as well. So if you guys are looking for something like this, stay tuned. We'll go over it right here. All right, so nothing fancy here. There's no game changers involved in this video, but what we're doing is we're putting together our forward-facing sonar setup in a bag. We're using something like this. This is the Lowrance Explorer bag. Garmin has the XL bag that we like. It's going to accommodate your bigger units, your 10 and your 12-inch units. Once you go past that, you may have to do some DIY stuff to get the screen inside of the bag, but the nice thing about these bags is they have a hard base, and you're going to be able to mount your battery, you're going to be able to mount your black box in there, you're going to be able to wind up your excess cord inside of there, keep everything nice and neat, keep your batteries charged up. We've got everything ready to go, so we can just bring this in at the end of the day, plug it in, and make sure it's ready to go for the next one. So we've got the HDS 9 Live in this bag. These Lowrance bags are not going to accommodate your larger units, so 9 is the biggest that you can go in these. There's some aftermarket bags out there that you'll be able to run those larger units in. The Garmin XL bag is definitely one that we have used over the years and we like for those larger units. But you're also going to need, so you're going to need the bag, you're going to need the unit, you're going to need the Livescope. I've got guys that are using this as a secondary setup. So they've got, the screen maybe goes in between their boat and their bag, and, buy an extra power cable, buy an extra gimbal bracket, and then you're ready to go. And you don't have to have two different screens. You can actually use this one on the boat and then plug it right in when you're ready to go ice fishing or dock fishing or whatever it is you're doing. The black box and the transducer, you can do the same with it. There's just going to be a little bit more legwork going in between. We like to mount them to some type of pole system here. As you can see, this one is telescoping. We've even got some that'll have handles on it that are extendable. This is a fishing specialties pole that we beat up pretty good. But the nice thing about fishing specialties is you can also get the base for this to drop down in. So you might be taking this pole out on the boat and you have this set up on your gunnel. So you drop your pole in right here, but then you could also grab an extra one and mount it to the side of your bag and have something to where you have a way to drop this pole in, if let's say if you're on a dock or something like that. So when you're looking at doing something like this on this mobile setup, you're going to have to buy extras. If you have a mount for your boat, you're going to need a mount for the bag. If you have a gimbal bracket for the boat, you're going to need one for the bag, a power cord, all that stuff. So just keep that in mind. You can keep all of your hardwired connections with Ethernet and power. You can have all that here, even if you want to plug and play your black box and your transducer. No problem in that. You're going to save a ton of money by doing it. So whether you're running Garmin, Humminbird, or Lowrance, this is something that you guys can do. I've had co-anglers ask me about something like this. How do we set this up to where we can take our Livescope and have something to fish with on the back of the boat? So I think the only thing that we don't really have in this video is showing you how to mount a pole to the bag. So that's something we can revisit later, but this will get you started. You guys can get your wheels turning and come up with a way to carry around a pole mount, so that way you can use your pole with your forward-facing sonar. So we'll show you some up-close shots here, but we've got our 60 amp hour battery. We can put a pretty large battery in these bags. A 30 is probably going to be more than enough for a forward-facing sonar setup, and even a 12-inch screen for a full day on the water. So if you want to go a little bit bigger, you can fit a 60 amp hour in this Lowrance bag, and I believe we can do the same in the Garmin bag as well. So we'll put some links down in the description so you guys can see some of the products that we're using. Fishing Specialties is going to be a good place to get a pole from. They'll have a lot of good mounting options no matter what boat or what setup you have. So this is something we use around the shop a lot. We may have to test out some equipment. We're constantly switching boats as well. And Justin and Tanner are doing some dock fishing with this setup in particular. So this is one that they're using out there on a weekly basis, and it's helping them put fish in the boat. So guys, if you have any questions, shoot us an email, comment down below, or send an email over to sales@russellmarineproducts.com. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one.
Are you tired of your old marine electronics? At R&P, we make trade-in easy. 3 steps. Step 1, shoot us an email, get a quote. Step 2, send us your old unit and get credit. Step 3, get your brand new unit and get it installed on your boat today.